I would like to start off by introducing myself. I'm Bella, and I'm a grade 10 student at W.G. Murdoch School in Crossfield. For me, attending Leadership Academy has been my first sort of exposure to leadership, as before now, I've never really considered myself as a leader. Through these past months of attending Leadership Academy, we have been able to build connections with diverse people who all have their own unique life experience. And I look forward to growing more connections like this in the future, along with growing into the leader I would like to be. But first, let's take a look back in time and acknowledge the leaders who had an impact on my life, along with what I learned every step of the way. As a kid, I was always the one going from person to person, asking to my friend, or demanding that they play with me. I was full of pizzazz and confidence, and I would say I was pretty cool. But in about 4th grade, things began to change. I lost that carefree part of me. I began to worry about all these dangers that could hurt me, whether they were people or scary situations. There was one place that had all of these things in common: school. And it didn't help that at school I had extreme anxiety. So, to try and protect myself, I began to avoid it. This led to me missing so much school that I eventually had to be put into a special class for kids with behavioral struggles. This class is where I met one of the most important mentors in my life, Miss Burke. Miss Burke helped lead me through my struggles. She would support me through my breakdowns and panic attacks, working with me to understand why I was feeling the way I felt. When I would start avoiding class again, no matter how much I would argue with her, she would always hold me accountable and support me in attending. When I would have anxiety attacks, she would ask me, instead of asking me what I was going to do to regulate myself, she would ask me, what can we do? By using that one word, we, it instantly became about co-regulation, not just self-regulation. By using that one word, we, she instantly became a part of my team. We were Team Bella. Now, when I look back, I want to be the kind of leader Miss Burke was to me. I want to be the leader that helps people and creates an environment where we all feel safe and connected, never alone. I know now that Miss Burke would be proud of my progress. I know that she would be proud that I'm standing here today, speaking with all of you, and without her, I 100% wouldn't be. Once I hit middle school, I was hit with a huge conundrum. I was emotionally self-aware, but I had absolutely zero social skills. So I struggled to make friends. I ended up sticking with the few familiar faces around, and I had this mindset of, you have to be like everyone else. I was unhappy, and I took it out on everyone else. This led to me being an extremely insecure person. So now, when I look back, I realize that being liked is not the most important thing on the planet. Being a good person is. I know that even now, I have lots of work to do on this. But one thing that I'm doing now that I wasn't doing then is holding myself accountable for my actions. I used to blame anything and everything on everyone else, and I never took a second to take a step back and see things from a different perspective and be able to see that maybe I was in the wrong. By taking accountability for my actions, I was able to build strong, trusting bonds with my friends, and these bonds have been what pushed me to become the leader I am today. One of the things I notice in my most strong bonds and teams is what I like to call the we effect. The we effect is a phenomenon that occurs when the word we is used. For example, when I'm having a bad day at school, my friends ask me, what can we do to make the day better? By using the one word we, it instantly makes it about a teamwork effort. By using the one word we, it makes us feel safe and like we are heard and respected, and in the long run can create safety within the relationship. One of the most cardinal beliefs someone can apply to their mindset is that a we is more powerful than a me. By taking a moment and applying this to your everyday life, even if it is just for one small interaction, can cause a switch in your brain that emphasizes the importance of teamwork and building relationships. So now this brings us to where I am currently in my leadership journey. Through these past 9 months of attending Leadership Academy, we have been taught to look around and build connections with each other to help improve our situations or communities. I've realized that whether it has been with my fellow classmates at Rocky View Leadership Academy or with my mentors like Miss Burke or my grandma, I have not become a leader alone. I've also realized that I want to be the leader who continues to apply the we effect to create strong, safe environments where relationships can thrive. So now as I end this talk, I ask you all to ask yourself one important question. Who has impacted your leadership journey? Who is your we? Thank you.